You think that level of distraction and technology and our adolescence relative to knowing what is really going on by having the world in your pocket at all times, do you think that is leading us to a sort of strange existential crisis that actually could have never happened before just because of the speed with which
Yes.
we can communicate and learn and hate and all of those things?
Yes. Well, there's both what is communicated through these devices, but the very fact that there is this device, many years ago there was a book by McLuhan that says the medium is the message. But the nature of the device itself, we need to be very careful, because what it does is it contributes to the clutter of our minds. But at the moment, the dangers that it might be destructive are greater. I can see what it does to children who, from an early age, interact with these. They're no longer able to have personal relationships. Increasing number of children have attention deficit disorder. They can't focus on anything for very long anymore. Mm-hmm. What does that do to human consciousness? What does it do to a civilization if humans grow up now without the ability to focus on tension for very long? Because any creative act requires you to be present with something for a period of time, to give it attention. And if humans lose the ability to give attention, then they lose the ability to be creative. If they lose the ability to be creative, they lose the ability even to solve their problems, because the problems that they have created, it requires wisdom and true creativity to solve those problems. The scenario of a breakdown of civilization within 2 generations is a possibility. But these things, if these things we need to learn how to use these devices in the same way that we have to learn how to use our minds, because they are an extension of our minds. So if we become more aware of what our mind is doing, then it might be easier also to handle these devices, because they are an extension and amplification of the mind. And the dysfunction that we see on the internet with all these dysfunctional behavior and so on is it's an externalization and an amplification of the dysfunction of the human ego. You can just see it much more clearly now. It's all for everybody to see. And that might be a good thing to see it, because then we become really aware of it. What are we doing to ourselves?